What's going on, guys? So today I have an actual decent gameplay going on, and I'm going to kind of go over how to read the play, which is a decent skill most people already kind of understand, but the higher parts of it get a little bit harder. Like when you start playing with good players and they stay in the play a little bit longer, the play becomes a little bit harder to read. Like high passes off the wall back towards your teammates can be unexpected. I know there's a point in this game where I'm like trying to pass it back and they both double commit up the wall and I just jump off and let them hit the ball. It's just about stuff like that. So here I'm trying to pass it back. I can obviously see they're both back there and I have whatever. I'm down on boost. I want to dash into this ball and hit it at them, but I don't have my dash anymore by the time I press the button, so I just fall. But it works out because the defender got a little confused there, or the opposing player. Okay, so I think there's gonna be a challenge between him and one of the defenders here that's gonna pop the ball out over here somewhere. This is called a read. So Much RL is out of the play. Mojo Jojo, Kool-Aid Man. A 50-50 would have came out over there. So now I have to make the adjustment because he didn't do a very good touch, which is fine. It happens sometimes. I'm not upset about it. I'm more so just kind of trying to talk about what exactly a read is. And at, like, what point... Yeah, so here we're obviously going to get a strong clear. You can tell that this kinetic guy read that, obviously. So he sees the ball squared out. He sees Much. He knows Much is currently on the inside of the ball. He's going to push it towards the outside part of the field and moves out there. That's a good read. It's not like the most complicated thing in the world. We're going to get into slightly more complicated thing, like parts of it later. We're going to let it play for a little bit. Here we kind of all got a little passive. It happens sometimes when you're not in communication. See, there's a read. A lot of people would probably let's go back. So right about here, they would probably start going for the ball if they were like a newer player because they don't think he can do anything with it anymore. But I already know that, let's see if we can look here. I can, like, look at how far back these two players are. So even if he fucks up, it really doesn't matter. I don't need to start going for the ball yet. That's my read on the play, is that he can either keep air dribbling this and he'll be fine, or he can totally fuck it up and we'll be fine. So there's no reason for me to jump up and attack this ball yet. It's a push. Kool-Aid helps him out. If he would have got a little bit more power on that pass, I don't know if that was intentionally trying to pass it back to me or not. It would have been nice. Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. It felt like it took me a little while to warm up. Like whenever I'm... Oh, wow. This part right here, I just keep kind of flipping back into the ball. Oh, well. But now I get out. I messed up for a little bit. I stayed in the play for way too long. I call it flopping. Like, you just keep trying to do something. And he was about to start doing it there, too. Okay, here's another thing. And this is, like, a tough thing to do sometimes, I feel. When a teammate is in a position where he's clearly trying to do something, but he's trying to do something he shouldn't be doing, don't feel like an asshole taking the ball away from him, because if it's what you need to do to win, then it's what you need to do. So I don't know, he maybe could have gotten a kind of shit 50 with this Mojo Jojo guy, but I won the situation a lot better, so I went in and did it. I'm sure he wasn't upset. This is the read I was talking about earlier. So my initial intent when I'm coming up this wall is to pass the ball back. I have two people back there. I want to pass it back to them. As soon as I see them, neither of them back there anymore, I completely abort my old mission and I go to being the defender. You have to be able to make reads like that. You can't just do what you're doing and expect everybody else to read you. If you can tell they're not, then make the adjustment. I was trying to pass it here, nobody showed up. So then I just kind of got super isolated. But that happens when you solo queue. Okay, see, he's coming, so I don't need to touch that. Being aware with the camera is really, really helpful. Okay, so here's an interesting, I guess you could call it read. Because I know what happens for the rest of this. I know I touched this and I hit it over here. Now, I know that earlier I saw 2 players forward, one to the right of me and one to the left of me. So now the one to the left of me is coming back to hit this ball, and he ends up with, like, actually he gets a little touch. I thought he whiffed it, but he gets a little touch into the side. Now, I don't go for this ball because Shadu clearly has me beat. So I need to go somewhere else to be constructive. And I know, and now I have not seen that player that was on the right of me earlier come back yet, but I don't see him in front of me either, which pretty much means that there's only one place he can be. So that means I now have 2 players back, even though I have not seen them. I've only seen one of them physically come back. I know I have 2 defenders by me or behind me right now. And if we switch to fly cam, we'll see I in fact do. So now I make this adjustment, and instead of going to the ball, I go to this boost, and it works out perfectly for me. Like, nice read in the redirect, and we get our first goal. Really beautiful play. I'm gonna play it back, all the way back from here. Or I want to go. Sorry. I think I might went too far back. I want to go from this challenge, yeah. But yeah, so I pop it over there. He gets a little touch, but perfect. Literally the perfect touch Kool-Aid could have gotten. I don't know if he really knew I was over there, but I was in the position for it to be a pass. That's really all that matters. That's actually the more important part of being able to pass the ball, technically, because if you try to pass the ball to somebody that's not there, then it's completely useless. And if you're in a spot where the ball could get passed to you, sometimes it gets accidentally hit to you. So that's always nice. Here we get a quick second. And I think we pretty much just ride the game out. But as far as reads go, I really wanted to show that and the wall play where I jumped off the wall. Because it's really important to pay attention to what your teammates are doing. And obviously these teammates did a lot better at it than the last teammates I had for my video on Friday. Yeah, Saturday was once, and then Sunday I didn't post anything. But that was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't even believe that was in diamond. The funny thing is, this is on my Smurf, so this is in platinum. So it's like, it's so ridiculous. But this game was more like, for me, when I go into a game, it's like, if I get tilted, normally it's because it's not fun. Like, this is actually fun when people can, like, take turns and, like, actually pass the ball like that and, like, see that I'm gonna hit it to them and not follow and stuff. Like, oh, it feels so good. Look how spread out we are. It's so different than that last game. And look how much easier this was to analyze, because I didn't have to break down my teammates constantly turning back and saying where they should have turned to and what boosts they should have picked up. I'm pretty sure this Much RL in Blood guy is a Smurf. Obviously, he's at least played the game before he made his account, so. And there, I missed another redirect. Oh, that would have been nice to just have 2 real quick. That was a decent read. Look at that pinch. Alright. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.